Hi there everyone, this is JC De Guzman delivering to you our daily video for short-term trading purposes. Today is October 7, Monday, and I am preparing you for the next trading day on Tuesday, October 8, 2019. So before we jump to the first stock in our list, I'd like to remind you, number one, this video is for short-term trading purposes only. If you're looking for some pieces of advice for long-term investing purposes, please check out the Investors tab on your dashboard or go to our forum and read those latest posts inside the long-term investing section. Secondly, before you enter a new position in any stock, make sure that the 10 SMACD combo is present, especially if you're a newbie. The momentum power indicator must be bullish and that you are satisfied with your reward to risk ratio. Speaking of reward to risk ratio, it is one of those four calculators that I was able to code since weekend. Just go to our website, click on resources, and then click on tools. You will find those four calculators that I have made available for you. And lastly, please request for the stock's latest trade and volume distribution chart in our private clients forum before you enter a new position or before you top up, regardless if this stock is in today's video or not. All right, so this is the location of the tools that I was talking about. So click on resources and then tools. I got the support and resistance calculator, reward to risk ratio calculator, trailing stop calculator, and the latest one, the trading fees calculator, so that you will know in advance, even before you buy or sell the stock, how much you're going to pay, how much are you going to receive, including the taxes and fees. Okay, without further ado, let's begin with the first stock in today's video. We got NIKL Asia Corporation. It closed today at 4.19. Even though it's a green candlestick, realize that the 10 MACD, or realize that the MACD is still moving below. It's still moving below the signal line. This is an invalid or a bearish 10 MACD combo. Foreign investors only registered a net foreign buying worth 8.35 million pesos. So the volume bar is green. It is higher than the 50% of the stock's 10-day volume average. Risk level is moderate. It's about to become high. So here, the last price is higher than the VWAP in the dominant range. Let's see, is it closer to the intraday high than intraday low? Yes, it is. It's a bullish momentum power indicator despite the bearish 10 SMACD combo. On the other hand, the true market sentiment is bearish, so there was no convincing reason for the majority of the top 10 brokers to register a bullish true market sentiment today. So here's the thing. Since the 10 SMACD combo is invalid, I don't suggest entering a new position or doing a test buy for the newbies. I don't suggest. But if you are a relatively experienced trader, if that's how you regard yourself, then you can preempt the bearishness of the 10 SMACD combo. Again, that's a conditional statement. I said that if you regard yourself as an experienced trader. If not, it's better for you to wait for the 10 SMACD combo to become bullish. Now, if you have a position in NIKL and if your trailing stop has not been hit yet, then I suggest that you hold your position for now. Don't top up yet. Wait for the 10 SMACD combo to become bullish. Okay, but if you regard yourself as an experienced trader, then it's up to you to decide if you would like to test buy or if you'd like to top up within the dominant range. If you don't consider yourself as an experienced trader, it's better also for you to wait for the 10 SMACD combo to become bullish. But for NIKL, let's wait. I can't say for now that it's still more likely to retest the resistance at 4.91. I can only say that once the 10 MACD combo becomes bullish. Then next is PHEN. It closed today at 2.24. Despite the appearance of the last candlestick as a green one, it's still below the 10 SMA, and MACD is still moving below the signal line. Therefore, our 10 MACD combo is bearish. Foreign fundies registered a net foreign buying worth 452,000 pesos only. The last volume bar is green, and it is higher than the 50% of the stock's 10-day volume average. Risk level is about to become high. It's still moderate at this level. Once it becomes high, or once the historical volatility touches 70% and above, or 70% up to 100%, that will become a high risk level, thereby making PHEN a non-newbie friendly stock. But only once the historical volatility becomes higher than 70%. But for now, it's not completely out of the woods yet. For one, the negative DMI is still hovering the positive DMI, and ADX is more than 25 points. The ball is still in the court of the Bears. The Bears still have a home court advantage, so to say, at this point. The last price of PHEN is higher than the VWAP, and the dominant range is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low, and that's going to be a bullish momentum power indicator. The true market sentiment, on the other hand, is neutral. That signals a tug of war between the bears and the bulls today. So the bulls are not yet that strong to outpower the bears' sentiment, so to say. So now, if you enter the new position on PHEN, that means you violated our evergreen strategy. But let's say you are there already and you violated the evergreen strategy. Let's say, what should you do? Hold your position for now. Don't top up yet. Hold it for now. Don't top up yet. You should only top up if you regard yourself as an experienced trader just because the momentum power indicator is bullish. If not, just hold your position, don't top up, don't add more shares yet until the 10 SMACD combo becomes bullish. If you don't have PHEN and you don't regard yourself as an experienced trader, I suggest that you wait for the 10 SMACD combo to become bullish. And once that happens, check again if the momentum power indicator is still bullish. Okay? And once those two conditions are met, you need to know that you must calculate your reward to risk ratio first. Only when you are satisfied with your reward to risk ratio should you continue the plan of doing a test buy within the dominant range. That's why you must take advantage of your access to our private clients forum by requesting for your stock's latest TVD and TMS charts. Okay? For now, like what I've said in the beginning, PHEN is not yet completely out of the woods. Okay? There's still a tug of war between the bears and the bulls. Next, Santa Lucia Land Incorporated, SLI. It closed today at 2.76. This stock is remarkably bullish. Now, by plotting the up Fibonacci with the swing low somewhere near 2.30 and the swing high somewhere near 2.76, here's the resistance that I got, the psychological resistance. It's near 3 pesos per share. And the immediate support is at 2.6, which is in confluence with the 61.8% retracement of the up Fibonacci. Okay? So the last volume bar is green, and it is obviously higher than the 100% of SLI's 10-day volume average. The foreign investors are not that participative on SLI for today. They only registered a net foreign selling worth 415,000 pesos. The 10 SMACD combo is bullish. Risk level is moderate. The last price is higher than the VWAP, and the dominant range is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low, that makes a bullish momentum power indicator. The true market sentiment is neutral, so there was a tug of war also between the bears and the bulls for the day. Nonetheless, our technical buy signals are both bullish, the 10 MACD combo and the momentum power indicator. If you still have SLI, you can add more shares within the dominant range. If you don't have SLI, I suggest that you calculate your reward to risk ratio first, but just by looking at this chart, I can tell that the last price is closer to the support than the immediate resistance. Use our reward to risk ratio calculator right here, resources, tools, reward to risk ratio calculator, and see if you're going to get a satisfactory reward to risk ratio for yourself. If you got one, then you can position or do a test buy within the dominant range as well. Never go all in, please. And once you've entered a new position, don't forget, this is very important, don't forget to calculate your trailing stop. We also have a calculator for that. So resources, tools, trailing stop calculator right here. Okay, so that's my advice for SLI. I am bullish on that stock. Next, APC. It closed today at 0.59. Support is near 0.49. Resistance is near 0.63. The 10 MACD combo is in a bearish. It's bearish. Foreign investors registered a net foreign selling worth 1.59 million pesos. It's a green volume bar and it is higher than the 50% of APC's 10-day volume average. Risk level is already high. Take note, this is no longer a newbie-friendly stock. The last price is higher than the VWAP and the dominant range is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. That makes a bullish momentum power indicator, but the true market sentiment is neutral for today. Let's say you still have APC because technically your trailing stop has not been hit yet. Let's say that's the case. What's my advice then? Just hold your position. Don't add more shares because the favor is not yet uh, uh, in the hands of the bulls. Now, if you don't have APC, I suggest it's better for you to wait for the 10 MACD combo to become bullish. And that means wait for the price to break above 0.63. Okay? When that happens, recheck if the 10 MACD combo and the momentum power indicator are both bullish. But for now, be on a wait and see mode, especially if you are not an experienced trader yet. Next, SHLPH. It closed today at 33.95. So I plotted here a downtrend channel. So technically speaking, it already broke above the downtrend channel. Slightly, just slightly above the downtrend channel. It broke above it, but not by a significant degree yet. So the 10 MACD combo is bullish. Foreign fundies registered a net foreign buying worth almost 3 million pesos today. Let's see the volume. Volume is green and it is more or less above the 50% of SHLPHS's 10-day volume average. Risk level is low and the last price is higher than the VWAP. But let's see here, 33.95. Volume-wise, I am not confident to say that the dominant range is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. Take note, we're talking about a range and not a singular price point. So in this case, I would say that the momentum power indicator is still bearish. The true market sentiment is bearish. It's in agreement with my sentiment derived from the trade and volume distribution chart. So here's the thing. If you don't have SHLPH, I suggest that you wait for the 10 smack, wait for the momentum power indicator to become bullish. When that happens, I hope that the 10 smack D combo maintains its bullish. So when I hope that, when that happens, the 10 smack D combo is still uh, bullish. So there you go for SHLPH. So next is AXLM. AXLM. So there's no historical chart that we can talk about, being that it just debuted in the Philippine Stock Exchange today. So like what I've mentioned in our thread for AXLM in our private clients forum, it's really quite tough to trade IPO stocks, especially for beginners, because number one, the entirety of our evergreen strategy is not applicable yet. Why? Because there are some indicators that we need that we are using that don't have historical databases yet. So we are limited to checking our trade and volume distribution and the true market sentiment chart. I got stopped out on AXLM today because what transpired on the trade and volume distribution chart of AXLM is very far from what I saw on the trade and volume distribution chart of KPPI on its day one. So I blogged about AXLM this afternoon, and what I said in that blog is still the exact same advice that I'm going to give you. Get out of AXLM if you must, if your trailing stop got hit already. Because as you can see on this trade and volume distribution chart, the dominant range is closer to the intraday low than the intraday high. Although there's still hope for AXLM because we saw uh, a slight recovery in price toward the end of trading today. There's still hope for the price to move above 5.0 on Tuesday. So this is what I suggest. Should you decide to re-enter, if you still have enough buying power, should you decide to re-enter, do it only if and only if the dominant range is already closer to the intraday high than the intraday low. What does that mean? That means to say you should not hurry in entering in the position at 9:30 itself. Wait for at least maybe 3 to 5 minutes to come to pass so that you can request for the stock's latest TVD and true market sentiment chart so that you can have a data-driven basis on whether you should re-enter within the dominant range that is closer to the intraday high than the intraday low or not. Okay, that's what I advise. But for now, the day one of AXLM was not a good one, technically speaking. It wasn't a good one. So we just have to strictly monitor the position of the dominant range on our trade and volume distribution chart. That's the most that we can do. And if you are a newbie, what did I say in the post yesterday? It's better for you to apply what I did on KPPI virtually for AXLM. So I mean to say don't use real money yet if you are a newbie trader. Okay? Because the IPO stocks are not all the same in terms of price action within the first week. So take a look at its true market sentiment. It was bearish for today as well. Okay, 110 brokers participated in trading AXLM today, but only 18 out of 110 got 100%, or only 5 out of 110 got 100% buying activity. So there was no huge, there was no humongous interest to buy AXLM higher than what? Not really higher than, but to at least higher than the IPO price of 5 peso per share. So it's better for us to be in a risk-averse mode on AXLM. So at this point, it's bearish. The overall sentiment for AXLM is bearish. We have to be in a wait-and-see mode tomorrow, at least within the first 5, 10, or 15 minutes of trading. If after 15 minutes, the dominant range is still closer to the intraday low than the intraday high, it's really better for us to just stay in a wait-and-see mode for this stock. Okay? Next, AGI. It closed today at 10.9. Support is at 10.3. Resistance is at 11.7. The 10 MACD combo is bearish. Foreign funds are also bearish by registering a net foreign selling worth 33.9 million pesos. It's a red volume bar. That's automatically a bearish momentum power indicator. Risk level is moderate. The downtrend is still more likely to continue, as can be seen on the DMI and ADX chart. So the last price is lower than the VWAP. Again, it's a bearish momentum power indicator. The true market sentiment is neutral. I hope none of you have AGI in your portfolio. If you're planning to enter a new position, please cancel that plan for now. Cancel it. Okay? The 10 MACD combo is also bearish. Next, KPPI. It closed today at 9.10. Resistance is near 9.8. Support is at 5.7. And the 10 MACD combo is also bearish. It's a red volume bar. It's already a bearish momentum power indicator. The last price is lower than the VWAP. And the dominant range is closer to the intraday low than the intraday high. It's a bearish momentum power indicator indeed. The true market sentiment is bullish. So let's see. Well, I don't think that's a sign of a bullish reversal already. That's not yet the sign. For one, the two indicators, the 10 MACD combo and the momentum power indicator, are both bearish. So stay away from KPPI for now. Even though the true market sentiment is bullish, let's allow them to push the price higher for our two indicators to become bullish. Okay, let them do their thing, and we will do our thing, which is being in a wait-and-see mode on KPPI. Also, Tech closed today at 8 peso per share. Support is at 2. Wow, man, that's quite deep. 2.34, which is the Fibonacci. No, that's not the Fibonacci, but I think this is still historical support. Let's see. Let me confirm. Yep, it's a historical support at 2.34. Resistance is at 9.86. Oh no, stay away from tech. Did you see that? It has been in a downtrend since the beginning of 2018. All right. No, it's not all right. It's really a terrible chart on tech. There are no signs of reversals yet. The 10 MACD combo is obviously bearish. The momentum power indicator is bearish also. Risk level is already high. Another reason for newbie traders to avoid tech. So there, I already mentioned it's a bearish momentum power indicator. The true market sentiment is neutral. No signs of reversals yet. Avoid tech for now. Next, VITA. It closed today at 1.17. Let me adjust this. Support is near 1 peso per share. Resistance is near 1.4. The 10 MACD combo is invalid or bearish. The momentum power indicator is bearish also. Risk level is moderate. It's about 6 points away from entering the high risk zone. The last price is lower than the VWAP, and that already makes a bearish momentum power indicator. The true market sentiment is also neutral. No signs of continuing ascent. No signs yet. So stay away from VITA for now. If you have it, if you still have VITA because your trailing stop has not been hit yet, hold your position but don't average down. Okay? Oh, that's the last stock in today's video. So You've heard my unique way of doing technical analysis together with my overall sentiment and recommendations. Don't forget to always stay evergreen. So I'll see you tomorrow in our private clients forum. Bye for now.